What's all this?
My hair melted off.
Hey, it's me.
Hello and welcome back to The Web with Nick Webb. That's me. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. If you've been here, welcome back. You can hear my dog licking her paws. I know I look a little rough. I don't look rough. I'm not wearing makeup and haven't done my hair. And I'm beautiful either way. Anyways, besides the point. What are we doing today? I'm glad you asked. If you're just meeting me for the first time, you don't know this. I have always been platinum blonde. Always. Born a blonde, grew up a blonde. As soon as my hair started getting darker, started bleaching my hair. Blonde, 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 blonde. Platinum, white, fry off my hair type blonde. And that is who I've been to my core. I have been brunette one other time, and it's when I had a pixie cut. I was trying to grow it out, so I didn't want to touch my hair. So I was brunette and then bleached it back to blonde. The only other times I have not been blonde is when I have dyed my hair just a bunch of different colors. But I always go back to blonde. I was blonde for my wedding. After my wedding, I was like, you know what? I want to take a break from everything, but I still want to mix it up, so I dyed my hair black. And then something awoke in me. I was like, yeah, I'm a black-haired girly. The black hair just keeps washing out. And I've done permanent dye, different brands. Now, I don't do box dye, and maybe that's what I need to do is just stain my hair, but I'm not going to do that. I also have the I can do anything gene, and I did go to cosmetology school for 2 years and dropped out 2 months before I was supposed to graduate, and I have been doing my own hair for years anyways. I'm going to take myself back to platinum blonde. Is this a dumb idea? Yes. This is my current hair now. None of this has been bleached. So I feel good. Now, here's the thing. You're like, your hair is going to fry off. I don't care because as much as I've also been a platinum girly, I have always been a short hair girly. And I have loved my short hair. And this whole little bob, effortless bob thing is coming back in style, and it's just itching my brain that I have to do it. So I don't care if I fry my hair because I'm cutting this much off anyways. And then we'll just deal with the other consequences later. I also am not super worried because I've been using Marc Anthony's new Rescuplex Repair Bond line, and it's been working. It's like a dupe for Olaplex, and it's been working wonders on my hair. I've only used it twice, but I see like a drastic difference. So I essentially have Olaplex dupe. So I'm not worried. Are you worried? You should be. Another thing to add to all of this, I'm not telling my husband anything. What I'm doing is I'm doing a test strand first. So I'm going to take a test strand that I can kind of hide, and I'm going to see how it reacts to the bleach, I'm only going to use a 20 developer and just see the integrity of my hair. I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid. Like I know some steps I should take. I'm also not going to pay somebody for this because if I want to be dumb, I'm going to be dumb on my account. I'm not going to be dumb on their account and their portfolio. You know what I mean? Everything in this video has to be a voiceover because the bathroom that I would do this in that doesn't have a fan is occupied by our new cat who just got fixed, and she needs to be isolated so none of the animals stress her out and rip her stitches. And then my 2 other bathrooms just have this annoying fan. So everything else will be voiceover, so sorry. Okay, let's go. No, I will say the last time that I had this like deep urge to go back to platinum blonde was COVID had just started. It was middle of COVID. And I had all the stores, this was even better because all the stores were closed and I couldn't, like Sally's was closed. I couldn't get anything. And I had a little bit of bleach powder left, a ton of developer that was probably expired, a little bit of toner that was also probably expired. And I woke up and I was like, I have to go back to platinum blonde tonight. And I did. And it looked good. So I think I can do it again.
Hello from the other side. Okay, it's me. Anyways, I'm sorry. That was really lame. So I went ahead and I started with my little test strand. I did 2 methods. I did the first strand to be kind of the technique that I had in my head that I was figuring I should do and was going to work, which was kind of get the midsection, which is the not virgin hair, but almost virgin hair. There's like dye on it, but it was never bleached. So I was like, let me attack that. And then I did my second section with just overall bleach of the strand just to see how everything lifts. Now that first section, I let sit for 10 minutes and I was going to pull it through to the ends and immediately went to check, saw the red. Bright bright red. And I'm like, all right, that's good to know. Resaturated and then pulled through the ends just to see how everything would lift. Left it all on for probably another 10 or so minutes. I wasn't trying to like do a lot, but yeah, the red, she was there. And I was like, all right, this should have been my warning to just not go forward. But instead it was like, let's make a game plan. Let's do this. Instead of heeding the warning, red means stop. And I saw red and said, let me keep going. So I braided out the test strands just to kind of put them away in my hair to get going, run to the store, get all the stuff I needed. That was the second strand of just the regular bleach. I did miss some like spots. That's why there's some brown. But I had a game plan, at least. At the very least, I had a plan. Was any of it a good plan? I guess. I don't know. There was just a few things I could have done differently for it to go better. After running my errands, I set myself up. I put my mirror, I'm a genius. I put my mirror in the bathroom so I could like see the back of my head. But that's where a few things were starting to go wrong. First step, I realized after I had already put the bleach on my hair, do we see what's wrong first? As I had already put the bleach on my hair, I realized I didn't cut my hair first. I was going to cut my hair first so that I wasn't going to over-process the parts I was going to cut off anyways, and so I could like save on bleach and not just bleach hair that was getting cut off. Regardless, forgot to cut it, and I was like, you know what, fine, I'm just going to go on with this bleaching process. Second mistake. First mistake, I don't know what number mistake this was, but it was a mistake. Then the looking in the back of the mirror just like made me nauseous, and then my husband came home.
Talk over our fan, but my husband just got home. And there's half of me that wants to hide and keep it a surprise, and then there's the other half of me that realized I need his help. So, let's see what his reaction is.
Hi! What are you doing? What the fuck are you? Are you doing okay? Is she doing okay?
It's so I can see the back of my head.
Are you bleaching it?
Maybe?
You're bleaching it?
I might need your help with the little section in the back. I was trying to do it to where I wouldn't need your help.
Where did this come from?
Okay, so I had been thinking about it for a while.
Uh-huh.
And then, you know, the TikTok astrologist kept saying, don't do anything drastic with your hair.
So here you are.
So because there's like this certain retrograde that's going to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. So some are like, you can do things with your hair if you've been thinking about it for a while, but don't just like, you know, go get a thing of box dye and, you know, dye your hair, because whatever. I have been thinking about this for a while.
Uh-huh.
And it was reinforced when I was looking at the wedding pictures to send to the reporter, and I was like, I miss my blonde hair. I don't really feel like myself. The black hair just keeps washing out, and I end up being brunette, and I hate being brunette. So I've been thinking about it, and I did a couple test strands just to see, and I'm gonna cut my hair anyways. And as I was going to bed last night, I just was envisioning it, and I like that. I like her, and I want to be her.
You are her.
In a couple hours, I'll be. So here we are. I'm not worried with the little bits of red peeking through at all. I actually feel like things are going very, very well. Here's where we're at. I couldn't record anything while I was continuing to do it because my camera battery died. So I had to charge it while this. I'm not going to tell you how I'm feeling because anytime I say it out loud, it's usually when things go left. So I'm not going to tell you that, but everything is saturated, covered. The red was redding. So I've saturated it plenty. I feel good. I entirely ran out of bleach down to the last drop. So if there's any errors, I have to wait until tomorrow to fix it.
All right, I was shaking. I was absolutely shaking because when I went to wash out the bleach, my hair was coming off in clumps. I have never had this happen when I've done my hair on my own. That was from my brush, and then like this is what was left in my brush, and I threw on my toner, but I was like panicking. I'm like, is the toner going to melt the rest of the hair off? I didn't know where the problem was. I didn't know if it was like the hair I was going to chop off anyways. I didn't know if it was like higher up, and I'm like panicking, but I'm like, I need to tone this. I need to tone it. And I didn't leave the toner on long enough, but like stressed, panicking. I probably, honestly, hindsight, probably could have had the platinum hair had I left this round of toner on long enough, because I was like there. I was right there. But I'm panicking. I'm contemplating my whole life before me in this moment, thinking about like, I know that I've had stylists like kind of melt my hair off, and it's always been fine, and I've never like really, really noticed. And so I'm thinking like, how bad is it? Is this toner going to derail everything? Should I wash off this toner sooner? Should I not be afraid of the toner and like let it tone and then trim, and then we'll all be whoop-de-doo? I don't know. I was just literally, clearly, this isn't a still image. That was just me staring off into space of like, what do I do in this moment? And I'm like freaking out. I can't tell my husband. I melted the hair off, because he did ask, what happens if I melt my hair off? And I do think I said, and I quote, that's not going to happen. And then it happened. Then this little booster thing that's supposed to help like bond my hair while I bleach it, I forgot to put it in my bleach, then forgot to put it in my toner, and that like might have helped. Everything was going wrong. Okay, it's not the color I need it to be. It's going to be a process. Open your eyes.
What's all this?
My hair melted off.
Are you okay? Did it really melt off?
Pull it. Like take some of it and like pull it. You see how easily it's breaking?
Is your hair okay? Also, you cut your hair.
I had to.
Is it okay?
I don't know. It's the next morning. Here's where we're at. I had to cut the cameras because I was panicking about my hair melting off. But the good thing is I had already here, let me turn on the light. I had already wanted to chop my hair. I wanted to chop my hair. I said it in the beginning of the video. The bobs are back in style, and I'm a bob girly. So that was already the plan, and in the video, I even said, like, I'm gonna cut my hair before I bleach it. Had already put the bleach on my head, forgot to cut it. At that point, too late. Whatever, fine. What had melted off is what I was going to cut off, which I figured would happen. So my hair's fine. But the first go around with toner, didn't leave it in long enough because I hadn't cut my hair yet, and I didn't know what part of my head was melting off. So didn't leave the toner on long enough, so it didn't look great. Went and got different toner. Left the toner on, perfect amount of time. My hair feels great. Okay, my hair feels good. Your hair never feels great after bleaching. My hair feels good. Toned it. Looked good. I just didn't like the tone. It was very sandy, gold blonde. And I've never had it. I've always been an ashy blonde. And I like tried to love it and I couldn't. And the bottom line is the red, there's going to be red peeking through. That's just going to happen until I can do my roots and touch up the red. It's going to be there. And I have accepted that. That would even happen if I was at the salon. I've had it happen in salon moments, so it's fine. So there's toner on my head again. And this is, I absolutely need boots. Can we? Boots. Hey. Come here. I'll open it for you. So there's toner on my head. I have to stop touching my hair after this because at this point now, she can't take much more. But my backup plan is if this go around of toner just truly doesn't look good, I will touch my hair one more time. And I'll either go back to Sally's and get like just light brown gloss, throw it over,
Or Kristen S has the glosses, and I might just go copper. I hated the orange, like the not orange blonde. I hated the gold blonde on my hair, so I don't know what makes me think I would like the copper, so maybe I shouldn't do that. And I make videos every day, so if my hair looks like shit, I can't hide it. I love the length though. The cut, love it. I feel so cute. I feel so sass. I love the cut. Love the cut. Which is great because I had to do it anyways. It was going to happen regardless, whether I cut it or it just kept falling off of my head. So, I don't want to hear it. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Shh. What were we being so dramatic for? Okay. We look good. Here's the results. A very sandy, nude, beigey, ashy-ish blonde. Dark blonde. I think she's cute. So what I did is I got 7 ashy, 8 ashy. I didn't leave it on long enough. Like I could have gotten it still better, but my scalp was crying. She was screaming at me. She's still a little bit. So I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. And I had to put on makeup. My mom loves it. I had to put on makeup and I was like, you know what? I like this. And why it's taking me so long to like it, I've never done normal hair. I've either been platinum blonde, or I have been black hair, or I have been an array of colors. I've never just had a sandy blonde, except this was my natural hair color when I was in like junior high school. And then I started bleaching it, and then I've never looked back. So I don't hate her. I'm just not used to this. Did I think I could get platinum in this session? No. Did I hope? Yes. Actually, let's actually talk about this. I'm having an identity crisis, okay? Clearly, I'm having an identity crisis. I've never just had like a normal shade of blonde hair. I've never just been like, let's take me down to a dark blonde. Never. It's been as white as you can get it, whatever random color I'm picking now, or let's do the black hair. Like, it's been nothing else. So this is kind of fun to be one of those girlies. Just a sandy blonde. I'm gonna make up a name for this. You know how people are doing like the blueberry milk nails? Let's come up with a color name for this and let's start a trend. It's very sandy. Let's go. Only a niche group of people are gonna think this is funny. Let's call it a Pismo Beach blonde. If you know, you know. Pismo Beach is the beach that's probably the closest to me. It's a Central California beach. It's all right. It's all right, but it's like the worst beaches out of the beaches in California. That was funny. Pismo Beach blonde. That's like almost insulting myself though. But anyways, besides the point, I was telling my husband, never have I had just like normal shades of blonde. So the struggle I'm having is feeling normal. I think I used my hair and like changing my hair color not only as a way to express myself, but as a way to maybe hide where my hair color was always so loud, it was always so different, that was a talking point about me. I think because I never felt, wow, we're getting really deep. I never felt fully naturally just pretty. I've never fully felt just attractive. And I used my hair to make that the talking point, so that way maybe if people didn't really think I was that attractive, at least I had the hair, like I had the cool hair. Maybe I should call my therapist. I'm realizing some deep things. I always felt my best when my hair was just some crazy color, the platinum color or something, because it was unique. It was a unique thing that people would point out and like, oh, you're the girl with the white hair, you're the girl with the purple, the girl with the colored hair. Like, it made me feel like, oh, even if they don't look at me and think I'm pretty, there's something about me they think is cool. And then I have this draw to it. And I know where that like comes from. I made my hair so loud. I made my hair so different so that I could hide, and it made me feel more confident. And now that I've kind of stripped, maybe this was like, wow, I'm kind of realizing this is a great therapy session. I don't need to call my therapist. I can just talk to you guys. Maybe this was like this beautiful, happy accident of I needed to strip all of that away to like truly learn to love myself. Now I have nothing to hide behind. Why am I gonna cry? Maybe I just had to strip everything away finally and just don't stop hiding behind things. In fact, it's time I show up. This was magical. This turned magical. Maybe this was magical the whole time. If this was your first journey with me, they might always be this chaotic and deep, but fun. So make sure you subscribe for the many journeys coming. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna have many more adventures, but make sure you subscribe and turn on my post notifications so you never miss when I do post. Give this a like, give this a comment. And thanks for being a part of the web. I'll see you next time. Okay, love you, bye.